Let's talk today about your psoas muscle. You actually have two called your psoas, and they begin where your rib cage meets your lumbar spine in the back, and they run all the way down. It's about a fist-sized muscle. It's pretty good sized. Runs all the way down your side, and it crosses to the front of your pelvis and attaches to the top of your femur bone on your lesser trochanter, which is kind of fancy, top of your leg. It's often paired with a muscle called the iliacus, which is sort of a fan-shaped muscle that runs along the inside of your pelvis, and they ultimately go down and share a tendon together. So there are 22 attachment points of the psoas muscles. That is a lot of places where you can have joint problems and other stuff going on. It's a muscle that overlaps at the top with the diaphragm, so it impacts your breath, and it's a muscle that totally responds to stress. So not only do we spend our lives sitting, which means we're putting it in a shortened position by sitting, but it is a muscle that pulls us into the fetal ball. So it responds to stress by trying to pull us together, right? As we have evolved, we don't have to do this anymore, but back when wild animals might have been chasing us, we would turn into a ball, put our head down to avoid an attack. So we have that still, that memory in our body of how we respond to stress, even though most times now stress is just a perceived reaction, not an actual threat. So we want to find a way to begin to release psoas tension, and it's one part physical. That's the part from sitting and being immobile, and the other part is emotional from whatever stress level you carry. It can take 5 minutes to release the psoas, it can take 5 years. What you want to do is take a stack of blankets. I've got 3 blankets here, and fold them up so you've got at least 6 inches. The more you weigh, the taller a stack you're going to need because it's going to compress a little bit. You can use quilts, you could use cotton blankets from your bed. You probably don't want to use the super plush blankets because they're going to have a lot of smush to them. If you have a yoga bolster lying around, you can use a yoga bolster. This one's probably about 6 inches and it's fairly firm, so it doesn't compact much. But most of you will have blankets and not yoga bolsters. So what you want to do is find the bottom edge of your shoulder blade and line it up with the bottom edge of the blanket, and you're going to lie back. So you just find that spot on your body where those shoulder blade bottom is and lie there, and then you're going to extend your legs out on the floor. Now this might cause some sensation in your low back. Just stay with it for a moment or two and see if it begins to lower, and then let your head come back. Now if you bring your head back and your chin is way up towards the ceiling and you feel like you're looking back, that means you have a lot of tension in your upper back, and you're going to want to take either a rolled up towel or a half foam roller and put it under your head. So since I'm all about making your life efficient, this is a great position to watch TV in because you've got your head propped up, but you're not just sitting on the couch shortening your psoas more. So you're going to hang out here, and then we can also use this as a way of relieving upper body tension too. So you're going to turn your arms palm up and just bring your hands to the floor right at about shoulder height, and see if you can spin your hands so that your thumbs are touching the floor, and you can even move your arms a little bit. You'll find you don't have a great range of motion, but it's kind of like you're making a snow angel on the floor. So here you are in your position. Now, when you first get there, you may find that your back is arched up. If I pull my t-shirt kind of tight, you can see how my ribs are kind of pressing forward here. And if that's you, your job is to just think about relaxing and letting those ribs become heavy towards the floor. They're not going to touch, and that's fine. This shouldn't feel like a particularly significant stretch anywhere except maybe in the front of your chest. You might even feel it all the way down your arms and into your hands. But in terms of what you feel in your back, it should be fairly minimal. If it bugs your low back a little bit, just try to stay and breathe for 3 or 4 minutes and see if that reduces some of the sensation. Once you've been in the pose for a little while, you can pick up one leg and kind of reach it away from the body, and then pick up the other leg and reach it away from the body. Then just close your eyes, settle in, and enjoy.